Welcome to 91 Reasons, a pop culture fueled rocket into the far reaches of nerd culture. Featuring your hosts, Jeff, Rachel, Luna, Austin, and Josie. It's Tucker time.
Socks and your feet on the cold.
I just like all the.
And then you sit up on the thing and the weird
paper. You should write your name and say hello on it.
It creeps me out. How do they know my
You need to come
name?
over here.
Why do they
We're not going to get any
We're not gonna
recording.
get it. Okay, what? Right
You
here?
guys have to come over here.
All of us?
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting close.
Oh, never
Get
mind.
the-
That's a bug bite.
Oh, did you get a new bug bite?
Do you have to go to the doctor?
Let me see, Josie.
Oh, no.
Right here? Yep, that's a bug bite.
I'll pretend like we're family.
Great.
Simple.
Okay.
Okay. Rattling candy.
Sorry. Eat this after. It will save.
Okay, so
Okay.
we've already been recording, so
Oh,
Oh,
You like my chewing?
but we're talking about chewing and bug bites.
what we're talking about, Josie was talking about the worst
Doctors.
part of the doctor is the doctor putting on a glove.
oh yeah, okay. Because the doctor does one of these little moist palette things, and they rip it open, and it feels like every single thing I hear, and the doctor's really loud. So he does this whole thing, and he wraps his hands, and he washes them, and then he puts on the glove, and it goes, and he slaps it on, and then he just goes, and sniff. Oh, he sniffs really loud, and then you have to set awkwardly, and the paper shifts, and it's
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Let me say that as an adult, I'm very proud to say that I've overcome many of the things that I used to be really scared of in life. I don't have a fear of heights or airplanes. I don't have a fear of dogs or even bees. Everyone's seen that embarrassing YouTube video where I go, I don't like dogs and school and bees.
And showers, too.
And showers.
You like showers
I love
now.
showers.
and school. School is number one.
School is fantastic. I like college. So I've overcome all those things in life, but the doctors is not something I've overcome. It is a fear that the mention of it takes me back to 3-year-old little me crying. It makes my blood cold. It actually physically changes something inside of me, and it makes me sick.
Okay, this episode is so nothing
Wh- wh-
about the doctors. What are we
Up
doing?
until age 8, we had full health coverage through Jennifer, my sister's dad. He worked for the railroad. And we used to go to this children's doctor's office, and the doctor's name was Dr. Poe. Dr. Poe. He was a very nice guy. We went all the time. My mother used that insurance a lot. We had full dental. We used to go to Dr. Stein for dental work.
That's where I went, too.
And then they got divorced. So we didn't have health care, zero health care for my entire adult life until I got health care through Knott's. So it's weird to think you kids are afraid of going to the doctor. And I can only imagine that my mom, all the way from 79 through, when did I turn 18? 89, was terrified that something, what if I had broken my leg or my arm or something? She would have had, imagine what that would have cost.
Did you go to Dr. Howard Stein in Bellflower?
Yeah, that's where we went, Dr. Howard Stein.
He's a brace guy. He did my braces.
Yeah, but he was a full service dentist.
I didn't even know that, really?
Yeah, we had full dentists. We sat in the chair and he had cool posters on the ceiling you could look at before they put TVs and video games in the doctor's office.
We might have been at the same doctor's appointment at the same time.
Yeah, we might have. And I never had a problem going to the dentist except for the one part.
Ugh.
And that's getting the shot in the gum. That's the worst part of going to the dentist.
I hate the dentist because no matter how hard I try, I can still feel everything they do to me, no matter how much numb stuff they put in me.
Again, this was supposed to be a happy episode. Maybe we
Yeah,
should
but
get on
this
topic.
is just what happens.
I'm going to bed
Remember
soon.
when I got 3 cavities filled and I felt the entire thing?
Okay, I really think we should change the subject. Let's talk about something happy. It's so almost
Yeah, I know,
Christmas.
right?
It's almost Christmas.
Yeah,
it's
there we
Christmas
go.
Eve, and I'm pumped.
It's actually...
it's in my blood.
Okay, so
Wait. By the time this episode is finished and you're in bed, it will not be Christmas Eve. It will be Christmas Eve,
Oh.
which is a
Okay.
big holiday.
So you kids are all now old.
Yeah.
Luna's how old?
Say I'm old.
I'm
21.
an old man.
21.
He'll be 22 in January.
Austin is.
Look at my beard. I'm an
18?
old man. I'm
Josie
62.
is.
13.
So you're not kids anymore.
We're all on like big milestones.
This is the first
Yeah, that's
Christmas
Yeah.
that nobody wanted a toy except
Yeah,
your
I just
mom.
realized that. 21, 18, and 13. Those are all milestones.
Yeah, nobody wanted a toy. Everybody's an adult.
I want
I
toys.
wanted a hoodie.
I want a doll.
And here's the weird part about Christmas is that your mom and I spend so much time trying to find the right gift, to afford the right gift, right? I mean,
make it happen.
there have been Christmases that I think I've talked about it before. The year you got Luna's PS2, remember that?
I don't remember that one.
We were in Long Beach and we got it at the store. We had other errands to run. You never let it out of your sight.
Oh, living in Long Beach,
You
so much
clutched it
steal
the whole time,
I
right?
ain't dumb. Yeah.
Last year was the Switch. When was the Wii U? That was a Christmas present, right?
That was 2 years ago.
So we got a Wii U and then the Switch the year after?
Yes.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
done. You owe us Christmases. But what I was
No
saying
game
was
system this year.
your mom and I get so caught up in all the gifting because there's relatives we have to buy for, friends we want to buy for.
Yep.
Then you have to plan the Christmas Eve meal and the Christmas Day meal. Because
Yep.
if you don't plan ahead,
Everything's closed.
everything's closed, right? So in the midst of all that, there are certain things that we have lost sight of or not we were never aware of. And the big one is that you kids invented your own holiday, and that's what we're here to talk about. Forget the doctor, forget the dentist. We're here to talk about the Tucker kids inventing their own holiday, which was what?
Christmas Eve. The most
Christmas
boring. It's got a
Eve.
subtitle. The most boring day of the year.
And this, how long is this? This has been going on a while.
My
Yeah,
entire life
I would
thought
say
Christmas Eve.
this started around 2004 or 5 with me and Luna.
Yeah.
Because what happened
So
was...
you were about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Luna is 7 or 8.
It came out of the idea that me and Luke used to bond over playing video games together. I would always watch him play video games, even the ones I didn't play. I'd always like pretend I was voicing the characters in the game, and I would drive him crazy with these soap operas.
That
Okay.
sounds
It
about
was
right.
real. I would like pretend that like he'd play Spyro the Dragon, and I would sit next to him and say I'm Guido the Dragon and Bosk the Dragon, and I'd invent my own dragon characters and I'd make them follow him. right?
Okay.
And he.
So this is December 23rd you're
He stuck
talking
with me.
about.
Yeah. So every Christmas, Luna would get a new milestone video game that I could drive him crazy about. So it was, 2010 it was the Toy Story 3 game. 2012 it was PlayStation All Stars. 2007 it was Lego Star Wars. Like every year has one. You could give me a year, I could name the game. Mainly 2006 through 12 it was a big thing. And on Christmas Eve we'd be so excited that we would just, run around in circles and scream until we got our present and then went to bed. But Christmas Eve, there's nothing rewarding to that day. There's nothing you get it. It's just there. So Luna...
Right, because you always get one present on Christmas Eve, so that's
Yeah.
something to look forward to all day.
Yes. So Christmas Eve, there's nothing to do.
But this year, I have got poppers
Thank
for
God.
Christmas Eve.
Thank
I'm
God.
acknowledging.
But wait,
your
how did
your
Christmas
holiday.
Eve become a thing? Because
Well-
you at some point you named it,
Yeah.
and it became the most boring day of the year
It became a thing
in title.
because on Christmas Eve, Luna would always wake up in the morning and say, "Today, I'm going to start a new save on an older video game. I'm going to 100% San Andreas. I'm going to play through every Spyro the Dragon game. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to dedicate myself to playing these games." And I go, "Okay." And we'd sit down, and he'd play maybe a level and a half, and then put the game down and never play it again. And that's it. That's our tradition.
Oh,
Why,
okay.
Luna, you want to offer some? He's got to get up and walk over.
oh,
But at some point, you shared with us that it was Christmas Eve, and we had no idea what the hell you were talking about.
Yeah, because on the calendar.
oh,
the day
Luna's
before
here
Christmas
now.
Eve, the eve before the eve.
What you got to say?
I don't know.
Christmas
What is
Eve.
Christmas Eve? We're trying to start this new holiday.
It came out of our boredom with video games. You have to admit that.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time you were like, "I'm gonna play through Red Dead Revolver all the way
That's a
through."
good game.
And I'm like, "I'm sure you are." You played like 90 minutes, fell asleep, and that's
You just
it.
play for that one day.
Just play it for that one day. Wow.
Oh, well, I try to make Christmas Eve fun with your one present and making cookies and watching traditional shows, but I guess
Reading books.
and reading books. So I guess we do so much on Christmas Eve that we should
Yeah.
do a little more on Christmas Eve.
when I was collecting Star Wars figures, I'd play with all the figures I got the previous Christmas because that was my last day of those figures being new. They weren't special anymore the next day.
Oh, I see.
So I'd be like, I really love you, IG-88, but tomorrow you're dead to me.
Because I got a new one coming.
Wow.
I got a new one coming.
Yeah,
That's harsh.
that is harsh. Yeah, Buzz Lightyear. 2009, I remember, was a great year because if anybody who remembers 2009, it was a magical time. Star Wars figures were $4 at Walmart, and they were fully articulated. I think you guys got me 15 or 16 figures that year. It was amazing. I
Okay.
remember losing
We'll take
my
credit for
mind.
that.
And that year, like all my old figures I could buy, gone.
Well, I think Christmas Eve is pretty boring because I'm usually completely done with shopping, completely done with wrapping. It's too soon. It's a day too soon to do the baking. So it's a very boring day.
It is.
I kind of watch a lot of TV on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a
'Cause
TV
my
day.
mind's going, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. But I'm like, no, not yet.
Everyone
yeah.
going around saying it's a TV day. I'm there 9 to 5 tomorrow.
So now that you're all
Walking.
older, working, can we say that Christmas begins at like 9:30?
No.
No.
Christmas will forever be at 7 a.m.
Because you
7
said-
a.m.
I
on the
hate-
dot.
7 a.m.
I hate to
seems
say
awfully
this,
early.
But
We
I
say that every year.
No.
let me just
No.
let me
7
be the
a.m.
first to say that Christmas isn't a 9:30 a.m. day because no day is a 9:30 a.m. day for me. I always wake up at 7
But I
a.m.
think that the indicator that you kids have moved out and started your lives is when your mom and I have Christmas beginning at 9:30 a.m.
I'll still be up at 7 a.m. waiting on you.
Yeah, but that's because you get up no matter what. Even if you say like you go, well, I slept in
7:30.
7:11.
No, sometimes I'll make it to 7:30 if it's a weekend. I don't have all the stress of what things that need to be done.
The latest I've seen you sleep is like 8:30.
Yeah, I did that once not too long ago, and I was like, oh my God, what time is it? It's light out. It was very creepy. I don't like that, waking up when it's light out.
So you're working.
Go to bed
You're
when it's
working
dark, I
on
wake
Christmas
up when it's
Eve,
dark.
Austin. Will that make the day go faster?
Yeah, because then
Yeah,
half the day will be
definitely.
gone.
Luna's working on Christmas Eve.
Yes, and you're working
all
late
day.
tomorrow night, which is going to be really
We're
weird.
putting Josie to work on Christmas Eve. We have a box of shoes that arrived from Singapore that you have to assemble. It's your new job.
No, but she always gets her countdown, and her countdown always has a bonus the
Yes.
closer we get. And then we have the poppers this
Now,
year.
I call shenanigans because I was cut off of the countdown pretty early on. Like I say, 12 was the last countdown I got. This one's really pushing it.
She's my last kid. I need someone to have a countdown.
I'm joking.
We
It's-
probably would have not done a Christmas countdown at all.
It was very
except
last minute this
your
year.
mother was riding high on
Off the
Halloween
one.
countdown,
It was so much fun.
which was 31 days
Yeah.
of
A lot of
nonsense.
work. A lot of
Yeah.
work.
It's pretty awesome.
So she felt like she had to, and then the lip balm thing was on
No,
sale.
I actually remember why the countdowns ended because me and Luna came to you one year and we were like, we know you spend $30 on the countdown. Please just give us another gift on Christmas.
Yeah.
That was what we said. It's like, please don't buy it because it was always a nice Lego set.
Was the lip
Yes.
balm supposed to be a countdown? Was there 24 for a reason, or was it just a 24?
No, it was just a
day?
gift set you buy for someone, a big gift set at Target that had 24 lip
Would you
balms.
prefer
I
the
was
hot
like,
sauce
perfect.
gift set with a different hot sauce every day? We have that.
We had joked about doing a really dumb countdown for you, like Austin saying, like we were gonna get Taco Bell and Del Taco hot sauce packets, and every day you'd get a different hot sauce packet.
I could
On
draw
the
on those
topic
pretty
of
easy.
Del Taco, I hate Del Taco so much.
You're done with Del Taco.
She's on
I've
a rage
always
about
been
it today.
Done with Del Taco, but like recently, ever since I've had like a voice, I'm just very passionate about how much I hate Del Taco.
Ever since
Yeah.
I had a voice.
You didn't even eat
Oh
a
my
Del
God.
Taco
I
today.
won't eat it because it's so gross. Everything in
It was
there
pretty
tastes
good. I could go for it
disgusting.
right now.
And
could have
Mom
some more
ate
Del
this
Taco.
like.
I know. It doesn't
Mom
sound good.
ate this like
Nachos.
nachos covered in like cat vomit
Let me-
thing. And then she took
Called
the cat,
quesos
and then
cheese
she
sauce.
took the cat vomit and like made a mountain of onions bigger
Yeah.
than our pile of
Wait,
things
Yes,
in our
I
yard.
did.
She looked like she was doing Close Encounters with the
Jo-
nachos.
Josie's voice is going higher and higher, so I'm gonna bring it back down and just offer. I have a really nice memory of Long Beach. I think 2001. I was nothing, and we were at.
You don't have a memory of being one. You're such a liar.
Fine.
You'd only been
Uh,
one, maybe
it's-
two or
it's
I had a
three.
memory that
Whatever.
I had a bottle
I remember going
and I was laying
to
in my
Del
crib.
Taco in Long Beach.
Okay.
And I remember the oil wigs going up and down out the window.
Oh, see, he
I
knows.
remember the chairs used to have little cactuses made out of the metal
See,
bracing.
he remembers.
And I remember having a what's it called?
A heart attack?
No,
You
a taco.
like ground beef taco with
Hard
cheese,
shell with extra cheese.
and
Yes,
order
true.
an extra
Yes.
bucket of cheese
Yep,
beside.
I loved the
Yeah.
cheese. It's
And
true.
now you hate cheese.
And I used to eat
Where
it.
was the Del Taco in Long Beach? I don't remember.
Well, he does apparently.
We would drop you off at work, past the power lines, past the Motel 6, and we'd go to the Del Taco, and we'd eat together, just you and me.
Just you
Just
and me?
us, like we do now.
This is our normal life. What are you talking
Yeah, it was like really old, and the thing with Del Taco is
I don't remember you and me trips to Del Taco when
we
you were
used
little.
to-
Shenanigans.
No.
Would have been
we used to have.
in school. Austin not old enough to go to school.
Yes.
Oh, okay, maybe that's true then.
that's
You
the
would go to
time.
Jackie
You would have been
Robinson.
at
We
school.
weren't in Long
Let me
Beach in
explain.
2001.
Yes, we
Well,
were.
Here's the thing. What I'm trying to say.
I started
is-
school in Long Beach.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you people! Let me explain.
2001, 2005.
2002,
Yeah.
you would have been 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
That's not
listen to me.
2001.
Oh, go ahead.
So what I'm saying,
I'm sure he's off. He wasn't 1. It was probably 2 or 3.
I don't
babe.
know. Look, just
Long
listen.
Beach days. Yes.
And then we moved out to Riverside. There was a Del Taco right by the house.
Luna.
After every,
Tried to catch it.
listen to
It's
me,
the Del
people.
We're
I'm
listening.
listening.
After every swap meet trip, we'd go to Del Taco.
I remember that.
Yeah, after every swap meet trip.
I know that.
Then we moved to
I remember
Riverside.
that.
No, we'd walk across the street to KFC. Excuse you.
That's
What do you-
older.
No, we're talking about Riverside
Riverside,
now.
Riverside.
The Del Taco,
I was
yes.
So
talking about
Riverside, we'd have it after every
here
swap
stuff.
meet trip.
Yes.
And when we moved back to Buena Park, even when we stopped having Carl's Jr. and the Elephant Bar and all the places that aren't even here anymore.
The elephant
remember
bar doesn't
the elephant
exist
bar.
anymore.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
They're all shut
No, no, it
down.
doesn't. Listen to me, people.
Okay, we're listening.
We would still have Del Taco. What I'm saying is Del Taco is food that is very nostalgic to me and very near and dear. I've had it all my life.
So what
It's
does
like
that
grandma's
do-
homemade cookies.
Christmas Eve Eve.
That cheesy fake taco that is not authentic Mexican at all. I know it's a grease. It means something to me.
You want to hear the difference? See the difference between the generations?
Okay.
My mother didn't take us to fast food. We rarely went out for fast food. So the nostalgia you have for Del Taco, I have for Bob's Big Boy. We ate at Bob's Big Boy a lot.
Well, that's expensive.
Well, it is
being
now.
rich.
It wasn't back in the day.
They're kind of cool though.
That hot fudge cake sundae is the greatest thing of all time.
They've always offered.
I joked about going there for Christmas Day if the one in Norco's even open, but your mother seems to think it's silly because it's going to rain, and we got a gift gift card from friends for Denny's,
Heck yeah.
Oh, Denny's.
Denny's.
so we're going to Denny's for Christmas Day.
Pancakes on Christmas.
Anything you want, we're going. I'm not gonna get breakfast. I think I'm actually gonna get like
So Josie was so turned off by Del Taco today. I ordered something off the secret menu, and I thought Josie was gonna vomit. Do you remember what I ordered?
Okay, he ordered a taco, but like in a burger bun.
It's a bun taco.
That is more disgusting.
That
than
reminds me of
Mom's
my
cat
childhood.
vomit,
When we did eat
nacho.
fast food, I would get a bun taco.
Why?
And at McDonald's, I would get a filet o fish.
Ew.
That's what I had as a kid.
Ew.
But we didn't get it very often. My mother liked Bob's Big Boy and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I love
She called it
Kentucky Fried
Kentucky
Chicken.
Colonel.
it wasn't Pioneer Chicken for you guys. It was Pioneer for us.
Occasionally, but my mother preferred Kentucky Colonel.
Mine was the
Kentucky
39
Fried
cent
Chicken has
hamburger
such
stand
good
in Norwalk.
barbecue sauce.
Well, that was high school when I was broke.
Oh yeah. And then Arby's. My mom always loved Arby's.
We used to go to Arby's a lot with Papa.
Yes, she was very huge into
Arby's
Arby's.
is another thing I'm very nostalgic for.
I really
So
like Arby's.
Arby's, we figured out it stands for
Grandma.
Grandma.
It does.
RB stands for roast beef. But if you break it down, it stands. I saw this on an old ad. America's roast beef. Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
I didn't
I'm
come
not
up with
sticking
it.
with Austin's
I didn't come
grandma.
up with that.
Arby's equals grandma.
It's true.
Maybe they'll buy that for their next
Where did
logo.
Papa
Where's the
come
grandma
from?
come from?
How come
For
we never
Papa.
called Papa
That's
Grandma?
Luna's fault because there was no grandpa on either side of the family, so he had no grandparent other than a grandma.
We don't know
So on his own, he just started calling her Papa.
because since Luke was 2, Luke has had gender issues.
Yeah.
Luke has dressed as Lara Croft, had a Barbie birthday, and called his grandma Papa. I don't see the problem.
See, as a kid,
I see a pattern.
As a kid, I didn't even know Papa meant Grandpa. She was just Papa. That's who she
The
was.
reason
Yeah.
I found
Yeah.
out
Yes,
that,
Papa.
that
She'd
Papa
always been Papa.
wasn't normal was we were in 2nd grade and we were going around
Oh,
and
God.
we were reading some story about a grandma and people were like, what do you call your grandma? And I was like, oh, Papa. And I'm like, you mean your grandpa? And I'm like, no, I mean my grandma.
No, what's interesting is that we talked about her on the last episode. That curmudgeonly, mean old woman allowed you guys to call her Papa and took it as
She
her
wasn't
name.
mean with
She
the
was
kids.
so happy about
was
it.
Full of life
She
and
played-
loving
she
and
played dice
sweet
with
and
me.
every bit of happiness in that woman's body was directed towards these kids.
Oh yeah,
still have
absolutely.
her dice.
It wasn't directed towards me. It was directed towards the kids.
She used to go to the dollar store and buy me dice and show up every day and give the boys money and give me dice.
Back in the Riverside days, she'd come down today to spend and stay the weekend.
Yes.
She'd be here
This
right
would be the
now.
day she would come,
Yep.
Christmas Eve
She would have
Eve.
been here.
Because she's always there to help me with the cookies on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, she's like Scary Poppins. She blows in and
Scary.
I'm here to make some
It was always
cookies
embarrassing
with
in
you.
stores though. Like if the kids were like, if she got way ahead of us or something, and they'd be all Papa, I'd go get your Papa, and then it was my mom there, and they'd be looking at you
but
like
it just shows you from an early time
did not get it.
that we don't care about that. It's not a big deal.
Obviously, never.
What is it-
bothered.
what-
I never
does it
saw a big
matter?
deal about it. It's a name.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because
Well,
it was
it's not-
always normal
it's no
to you.
more ridiculous than calling a grandfather Pop Pop.
Yeah.
Like that's what Bam calls his Pop Pop. You're like, Pop Pop.
Well, I already have my grandparent names made. Already figured
Oh,
out.
God.
You ever
Wow,
have-
let's hear him.
I'm gonna be Grammy. I
You're
love
not
it.
Grammy.
You get the
No.
awards?
I got it from Dawson's Creek.
No,
What's Dawson?
Austin goes, nope.
not happening.
I like
Grammy.
Your
with
grandma
an IE.
can be
Grammy.
Papa, but your mother
Okay,
can't
look,
be Grammy.
They can be a Grammy from the time they're born all the way up to their like Josie, like a teenage age, and then I become Grams.
No. That's
Hey,
so
Grams.
unit of measurement.
Oh, Grammy to
No.
Grams.
Grandma.
No, hell no. I'm Grammy and Grams.
Josie, it's becoming.
What about graham
Josie,
cracker?
it's becoming the
Whose
animated.
kids are calling you this?
This
Probably Austin's because he's the only
This
one
is
that's
the
gonna have
animated
kids.
Grandma got one over by a reindeer. She's gonna wear an elf costume.
All right, wait.
Stuff all
Let's
day.
not get sidetracked. That's an important question.
What?
Luna,
Yes.
do you foresee yourself in the future adopting children? That's a no.
Very slim. And
Austin.
It have to be adoption.
Would you ever have biological children?
I'm not sure on that. I'll have to get back to you.
Josie,
only
biological
hope.
children.
I'm your only hope.
Never biological, but I could definitely see myself like adopting. But I could never go through child. No. Double no.
All right,
After
well,
seeing Teen Mom,
so
Here's the thing.
we knew the Friedman line was going to die out.
Yes.
But at this point, the Tucker line's going with it down the drain.
Aw.
I'm the end of the
I wouldn't be
line.
surprised if I ended up marrying somebody who didn't want to give birth and ended up with adoption. I think MTV has ruined everyone.
I think
MTV
you're
has
full of
ruined
it.
me.
Just wait till the right girl gets her hooks in you.
Oh my god.
No.
Right, Dad?
Yeah, I didn't want children, so there you go.
And then we begged.
Exhibit A.
And
You
then they
didn't have
give
to, like,
in.
give birth to the child, so you're fine.
Yeah, men have the easy way, man.
Oh, we have it
They don't
so
have to do
easy.
nothing.
We have it so easy.
They just show up in the
Yeah.
waiting
Absolutely.
room, eat some tacos, play poker. At least
Yeah.
that's what mine did.
You guys play
And then the
And
kid
then-
comes.
What?
And then literally
Yes.
Something in
pay
that.
for everything.
There was like
for
a
2+
When
decades.
Luna was born, there was a party in the labor room. They had to move us to the biggest labor room. And they were just like, you guys are, they set up cots for everybody. There was poker going on. It was awesome. I was the only one in any sort of work or pain.
Somebody was talking the other day about having kids.
Oh no, you got a leg cramp. Remember that when you were like, the nurses came running because they thought you were dying?
Yeah.
He got a really bad leg cramp the night I was in labor.
Well,
he sounded worse than me in
Women
labor.
have labor pains so they can know what it feels like when I have a leg cramp.
Yeah.
It's equal.
This is a true story.
So, somebody at work was asking me the other day about having kids, and I was talking about you find out when you have a child what you're capable of, because you up until that point everybody is a selfish bastard, right? You think of yourself first. You don't even consider other people. Then you meet somebody and you really care about them, and that's a transfer of that. But it's nothing like when you see a child. And there were two instances of when Luna was young. The first was we went to Taco Bell right after you gave birth for some reason because you needed some crap food.
Oh,
love
my
Taco
God,
Bell.
what a terrible idea.
And a homeless guy approached me, and I felt like the baby was being threatened. And I looked the guy in the eye and I said, if you take one more step towards me, I am going to kill you. And in that moment, I actually meant it because it's that weird, it's a switch that turns on. And then the other moment was Luna's only been in mortal danger one time. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope. No.
We were at Walmart for the Revenge of the Sith Star Wars tent sale, and Luna stepped into traffic.
Oh, I kind of remember that.
And I grabbed him and pulled him like literally out of the way of a car. And I wasn't mad. I didn't get angry. There was just that moment of, oh my, the kid was almost dead. I mean, it would have been at the end. And you just hold on to that. The other one was when Austin's head opened up. Do you remember that?
Yeah, we all remember that,
How
babe.
can I forget that?
Yeah, stitches went to the
Okay.
hospital.
Like you gave childbirth, but I took him for head stitches.
Wait,
so
wait,
I
wait,
think
wait.
we're even.
No, I don't think
We
that.
need to
But
talk about
you better
this.
watch what you say.
Wait
a lot
a
of women
second,
are going
wait
to
a
come
second.
after you right now, including me.
I was the one that got hit in the head.
What
It happened
happened?
to
Because
me.
I wa-
We don't know
was
what
I alive
happened.
For that?
No.
Austin,
well, yeah,
wo-
you were. You were a
Austin
baby.
woke up
You
and
were in a
said
crib. It was at
he
the
didn't
Nod
feel
Avenue.
well, and there was literally blood all over his
He had a
face.
dream or something that woke
had a
him, and he
nightmare.
jumped out of
assume you
bed,
hit the top
and
of
the bunk beds were metal.
Assume, let me tell you.
Yes,
that
that's
is
exactly
I
what
wanna hear- I wanna hear
happened.
Austin's
Yes.
story.
What happened.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I had a nightmare and I hit something.
Yes.
I remember the whole night.
So I come running because he had a nightmare because that's Austin and I'm used to it.
Still.
But when I went
18
and it
years
looked like
later.
I turned on the light and it looked like a murder scene. There was blood everywhere because head injuries bleed a lot.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
the
So
skin is very.
he ended up
the,
getting
the skin is very thin.
6 stitches, 6. But it looked like
You know,
100. Like it looked
maybe-
like
So,
his head
so
was never
no,
going
you're missing
back
the best
together.
part. The best part is, you go. This is a dad thing. You're on. You take him to the hospital.
I could not handle
So
it. I was freaking
Luna's
out.
holding Austin's head together,
Literally in the
getting
back
blood
seat of the car.
everywhere. And I took off driving. Do you remember what happened? You know what I'm going to say?
What?
I drove the wrong direction.
Oh my
I got on the 5 and ended up at Disneyland. And I went,
I didn't know
this
that.
is not
I might have
Lakeview.
killed you.
So I flipped around as fast as I could and drove to Lakeview, got you in the emergency room, and watched the doctor stitch you up talking about Celebration.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. He was like, oh, so you like Star Wars? Tell
I
me
just
about
remember
Star
I didn't go
Wars.
because Josie was just born. She was in her crib. I didn't want to get her up in the middle of the
I
night. So I'm
remember
like, I'll
is
stay.
You gave me the B-Wing battle pack from the Power of the Force line. And I just remember you going, this was supposed to be for your birthday, but you broke your head open. So give my best gift.
It's like Home Alone. Look, when you meet Santa, here's a couple of Tic Tacs. You got to get something.
I just remember staying up. It was like the middle of the night when you guys got in, and Luke was covered his t-shirt in stained blood from holding his head together.
I
He was
remember
covered in
all.
blood. I have pictures of them.
Remember the mummy wrappings
But
on
they
my head?
mummied his head up, like total gauzed it up.
Yeah.
And they looked so cute. I took a cute little picture of them loving on each other when they got home from the
I
hospital.
remember that. I remember the little black, they look like jacks that were in my head.
Yeah.
I remember putting him in a baggie and showing him around Mrs. Fraser's classroom.
Yep.
And all the kids
Sharing
were
them.
frightened of me.
All right. Well, I think we've gone down memory lane far enough.
Maybe,
Christmas.
wait, maybe hitting my head deep down, I have like a blood phobia, and that's whenever I see blood on my body, it freaks me out.
You're so weird. Oh my
Maybe.
god. No, I don't think
No.
so.
Can I have
I'm
a
just
phobia
crazy.
of blood?
Oh,
No.
okay,
No.
okay.
All right. Well, what are you expecting for Christmas? Because we're gonna end. We're out of storage space
Oh,
on
yeah.
our plan, so we won't have any other episodes after Christmas.
An American Girl doll.
This is.
Did I
okay.
say that I was getting an American Girl doll?
Well, I have no clue what I'm getting actually. It's the first mystery in a long time. I've been wanting big things for a long time. So the fact that I'm having a stuffed Christmas, I like to call it, like it's stuff. I don't know, and I eagerly await. the
Do you want an
surprise.
American Girl doll too?
No, but I will say this. This is going to be completely out of left field, but I did do something this Christmas. I have been working on my own comic book, and I announced it on Facebook, and I posted a WELF logo. This is not a joke. This is something I'm actually doing. By next Christmas, I will have my own original 12-page comic book out. It's called Heart of Winter. It's about mushy Christmas stuff. It's going to be great. It's going to be edgy, grungy, and contemporary, and it's going to be really good.
Go
And by
Austin.
the time you listen to this, on Christmas Eve, I figured there'd be no better day than to post the actual character sheets of one of my main characters. So, the character sheet of my character Blanket, if you're listening to this, is now
Oh,
on Facebook.
blanket.
Would anybody like to see this sheet and offer commentary on the show?
Oh, me.
Okay.
No,
He's
here
making
she
a whole
comes.
segment out of
Yeah,
this.
I'm making a segment. This is my
Oh,
character.
The name is Blanket?
Yes.
The name is Blanket. You
That
know,
is
like
the
Michael
name.
Jackson's kid?
Oh my God. No.
What is Michael Jackson's kid's name?
First
Blanket.
off, it's a
Oh.
pun because she lives in the snow and it takes place in the
Snow.
snow.
The snow.
But
Austin's
also,
accent's coming out.
because if you look at the character, the pink character with the green booger-like imprints,
Wow.
it's because
Booger-like.
Blanket is actually colored after my own blanket.
Oh.
That's the strawberry shortcake blanket.
I see it with the little green things on the end.
You're right. I see the colors there.
I had this character in black and white for a long time, trying to figure out what color palette would work.
And your
And
blanket just brought
I
it to
looked
life.
I was looking at my bedroom because they said look around.
Austin
for
still
inspiration.
sleeps with his baby blanket. It's strawberry shortcake.
Yep, it
from the
doesn't.
80s.
I'm rough with my blankets. I've been through like 5.
You had at least 3 really good ones that I've just
um,
you've shredded.
It stops at my ankles.
Josie had a very cute pink one that
Oh,
was
God, we
specifically
talk about this all the
designed
time.
for little children.
I blame Romo.
And I think she didn't lose it. I think she threw it away at Comic-Con to get the blue one.
I just remember it was a very stressful opening night of Comic-Con. The night before, what do you call that night?
Preview night.
And we were trying to get through, and Romo found us, and it got crazy after he found us. We were in a whirlwind, and the second I looked, it was gone.
Right.
After that,
All right, well,
I don't know. I don't like the color pink, and it was so bright.
Well, I think it's a great juxtaposition, as a good art school term, to have a
Wow.
character that is born with pink.
Is it a
fur.
raccoon?
I don't know what any of you are talking about.
show him the
anymore.
picture.
Wait, is it a raccoon?
Not me, Luna. I've seen the
Oh,
picture.
I've seen it.
Is it
Oh.
a raccoon?
It's a wingtail. It's a
Oh,
species
speaking of raccoons, you all know that.
Oh my God.
The Curious Creations of Christine McConnell, which is like my favorite show now on Netflix. Watch it if you haven't.
Oh my God.
There's a character, she's a raccoon, and she's named Rose, and she's horrible, and I just love her
I was
so
gonna say,
much.
in the furry community, you typically create your own character or something that you identify with. And I don't know if a armless, sex-obsessed, disturbed raccoon,
Trash panda.
trash monster is really the character that's
With a
worth
fork
worth
for a
it.
hand.
Well, I'm not a furry, but I am going
no,
to
she's
find
missing a hand. One of her hands is a fork.
raccoon onesie. I'm on the hunt. If anyone sees it, they're in all the stores right now. I've seen every animal character, TV person in little pajama onesies, but I need a raccoon because I'm going to add a pink boat and a fork for a hand. I'm going to go to WonderCon as Rose this
His
year.
character is a monster.
I know, isn't she great?
He's just amazing.
I know Nathan commented on it. I would put a picture of her up, and he's all, "This is the worst character on the show. This is horrible. I don't like her." And I said, "She's my
If you
favorite."
watch
Cher
it,
said, "She's my
you-
favorite."
You either love this character or you
Yes.
absolutely hate this
I
character.
really
Exactly.
don't like her. She's just like so annoying.
I love
It's
her.
a loud character.
Well,
anyways,
that
we-
makes sense.
Like any loving family would support me and say, read my comic book. It's coming next year.
Yeah, read his comic
Read
book.
Austin's comic
Luna, are you
book
excited?
next year. Remember, put that on your next year's calendar.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, it is almost midnight.
We had a party the other night. We had a lot of friends over.
So much fun. We have
And
the,
there are
we have
so
the
many
best friends.
so many people that support the show in various ways of promoting it and on Patreon and in little special ways that we don't mention because they tell us it's just, just whatever. So thanks to everybody who supports the show, everyone who came out to the party, Michael Bondi in his flashing cat onesie,
Oh my God, you looked amazing.
Alan in his chicken onesie.
Terrifying.
Meant to be a chicken.
And his
Meant.
family was here, and Rachel always spoils their kids.
Because I love them like my own.
Our friends Steve and Laura, Colleen and Ruslan.
Don't forget my best friend. You haven't even mentioned him yet.
Well, you don't have to thank me, sweetheart. I'm on the show.
You might have met my best
Yeah,
friend.
go ahead.
Carl!
Oh my
Sorry, I
God.
get ex-
Oh my god.
I love my Carl, and he went through like 3 hours of traffic to get here, or
Yeah.
longer, or something. And you know what's really funny? Can I just say
Can we
something?
change Carl's name to Papa?
Okay, so I get so excited because I don't get to see him in person very much. We text literally 20 times a day, like all day long. From the morning I wake up to the last person I go to say goodnight to is Carl. He is my everything for a day. So we don't get any time like face to face. So I
Yeah.
find it weird. He gets to come down every couple months, maybe. And when he comes to whatever event I've invited him to, because it takes an event to get him down here, we don't get a lot of one-on-one. I don't even talk to him. Like, I didn't even, like, really, I don't think we had
Well,
one conversation.
You were
'cause I have
hosting
so
a
much
party.
going
It's
on.
different.
I know, but that's every time.
So who else was at the party? Kevin Horton was here.
Kevin Horton,
I think you got everybody. I know we're gonna miss somebody, and
my sister,
she doesn't listen to the show.
Zach?
We can ignore her.
Zach.
Well, you know what? A special
He was
thanks.
Jesus. Hello, you can't forget
A
Jesus.
special thanks to Zach because Zach does so much behind the scenes on the show that people have no idea. He is the sound guru to the stars. Yeah, Zach's the greatest.
He's my adopted child. I was just at the
Adopted
store today. I said, "Oh, I should buy that for Zach." And Jeff's like, "Did you adopt this guy?" Come
Yeah.
on.
And then last weekend we were at the Random Land meetup where we hung out with Fake Tyler
Tyler.
Tyler.
and Justin and Allie and Alex and Bob Gurr.
They're
That
all
was
really
cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And the
So
little girl who had a Justin doll. that
A
she
Build-A-Bear.
made
yeah,
out of
she had a Build-A-Bear Justin with
That
his
was pretty
Mountain Dew.
awesome.
Shout out to you.
That was pretty awesome.
So, like, I have to work on Christmas Eve, the day that this show's going out.
Sadly.
If I didn't have to work, I would just go down to Orange Circle, get a Starbucks, and hang out. Because that's the closest we have to a small town look
Exactly.
here. I mean, it really is. But again, everyone who helps on the show, everyone who supports the show and sharing links and liking things. Jason just helped me out with an Empire Strikes Back movie. Our good friend the Wes, Merry Christmas to Elizabeth and
Yes.
CW.
Hope you're better, CW.
Who we
You've
met
been sick.
giving out trading cards for God's sakes, and then found out that we have so much in common.
All of our fans become our friends. Whoever listens to the show,
Yeah.
that's how I met Carl. I wouldn't have
Neil
Carl without that.
Is the
That'd be
1 year
very fun.
anniversary of Neil coming out to the
Yes.
Star Wars episode?
Yeah, I mean, it showed up in my feed the other day, and I was like, "Happy 1 year friendship, Neil."
And in 2019, in just a little, I don't want to give the number yet, but in 2019, we will reach 400 episodes of this show. And that's amazing. And the legacy that it leaves behind for my children is
That's a lot of Tuckers.
they will be able to listen to me talk about movies and my childhood.
I have a
and
30-second
Rachel,
tape of my dad singing in a car with me, and I treasure it like
Imagine
imagine.
400 episodes where you could just click and there's mom and dad
Yeah.
talking to you about childhood memories.
It's very cool and also very weird. Like, I don't know, it's just weird.
Well, that's how the show was started. It was going to be a time capsule of stories because family stories used to be passed down and now they're really not. And the stories that my grandmother told me are lost to time. And I'm happy that ours won't be. So even if you guys never have children and we never have grandkids, we'll always have this show to say that we created together as our legacy, right?
Right.
And it'll live forever on YouTube until we get banned for whatever reason. And
I just hope YouTube never dies. There's so much on YouTube.
no, YouTube's it's not gonna die.
I hope Facebook never dies. All my photos.
God.
Facebook might.
Facebook might
Don't
die.
say that.
You need them all physical.
Better websites.
Oh, I would
Why
lose
don't
all
you
my
print
pictures.
them all out?
It makes
you know,
me.
you know how terrifying that would be if you lost everything.
I know.
You need to print them out.
There'd be
So-
no going back.
If we don't have another episode because we run out of space, this is our Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate, it's all good with us. We are actually the most tolerant show on the net, right?
Give a bunch of fictional holidays. Go.
Fictional.
Well, like Festivus.
Yeah, Luna.
Candle nights.
Candle, you go. Happy longest night.
Yeah.
What?
12th Pale Ugly.
'Cause the show is Christmas Eve, so
So you just make up
we're
holidays?
celebrating other ones, like Anything Can Happen Day and Upside Down Day. When I was talking to Josie, she had no idea about Toes Day at school. Do you know Toes Day?
Nope.
That's where you walk around and jump on people's toes and go, Toes Day. Or
never heard of that.
you ever heard of Wedding Wednesday?
Oh yeah, I heard of that
Where
one.
if you hold hands with somebody too
Well,
long,
I'm a
they come up and they
girl.
go, boom,
That's a-
married, you're Wedding Wednesday.
It's a girl thing.
They have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Why are you holding hands with someone in the first place?
A lot of schools back then, you had to hold
Yes.
hands.
Why?
Partners and getting in line.
There was a lot of hand holding when I went
It
to
was
school.
before. Well,
That's
now
so
it's all
touchy.
wrong. Yeah, of course.
Think about that.
Now you can't do.
There was a lot of hand holding when I went to school.
Oh.
Why?
I see a lot of that still going on, like for little kids. Haven't you seen all those videos on Facebook where teachers are now doing when there's a kid of the week?
Oh, the high
and
five
they
kid
get
and
to
all
pick
that.
off the list if they want a
Oh,
high
I've
five,
seen
a
that before.
hug.
That's so cute.
Yeah, that's been going. A lot of schools are doing that now. So you
Yeah, but
greet every
It's
student
just
with
between
a.
the teacher and the student, though. I've never
No,
seen this two
I
students.
just watched it. A little boy was the student of the week. So I mean, all week long, he was the door
right,
greeter,
you're
and
gonna-
he got to pick off
I'm
the
gonna have
chart
to-
for every student that came in. Got to hug him, high five him,
we
to
have to go to
fist
bed.
bump,
We have
and
to
No,
go to bed.
worse than that. I have to edit the crap out of this show to make it fit.
oh,
This was
sorry.
supposed to be 20 minutes.
Well,
Okay, well, I
All
guess.
right.
we
Everybody
just
go
wanna
around
say-
and say Merry
Okay,
Christmas.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I just want to say Merry Christmas to all my friends. I hope all of you are happy and have a good food on their table. And if God forbid, if somebody doesn't have one of those things, just needs a hug, that's what we're here for. Contact
Josie,
me and we'll
give us a
hug it out.
Give us a taco clan, like a big one right here.
Jose and the Taco Clan
Yeah.
wishes you a Christmas Merry.
There you go.
Merry Christmas. Last year was so odd. It's been a really long year, and I've come a long way. So to think forward to Christmas 2019, another year away, I don't know where I'll be, and hopefully in a good spot.
You will
Can you
be.
give us a Merry Christmas, Yoko? And the mic just to bless
Oh
us?
yeah, do your Merry Christmas.
Whisper,
Oh.
whisper,
Okay,
whisper.
so if anybody listens to the song "War Is Over" by John Lennon, you know the first 5
Austin
seconds
loves to
open-
do this.
Here we go.
What is this he's doing?
Everybody listen. Merry Christmas, John. Merry Christmas, Yoko.
He's really laughing. He does it all day. We don't know why. He just goes around whispering that.
Merry
time.
Christmas,
In the
Yoko.
car, when he's sitting in the middle
Wait,
of us,
wait,
he'll
okay.
just turn around and whisper in our
It's
ear.
not in the radio edit. You can't hear it unless you have headphones in. So listen, put headphones in, and look up "War Is Over" and listen to it. Because at the very beginning, you hear very softly, "Merry Christmas, Yoko. Merry Christmas, John."
He loves that.
I love it. I go in people's ears all day and I whisper it.
The only thing that compares to mine in that is Back in Time. When he goes, when Huey Lewis goes, "You better, Marty." Right? You get to listen real close. He goes, "You better, Marty."
Okay,
and I was
let
like,
us,
"Yeah, you better, Marty."
Say Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
That's
That's
it.
That's
it?
it. Wow.
I just
Oh,
want to see
heartfelt
Liam.
messages.
He just wants to see Liam. Aww.
Maybe next Christmas I'll have somebody. Maybe we'll introduce a new guest onto the show.
Austin is
Maybe-
looking for a furry girl that likes
Oh my
animals.
God.
That is tech savvy.
can't like real
She has to know
animals.
like computers really well and be good at math. Wait, are these all the things you've
Oh,
always looked
God.
for? You always tell me what you're looking for.
You know what? The list is so long I should go on a dating site, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, because good luck.
You
I
punch
know.
in 100 bullet
She has to be
points,
exactly like
and
me.
it'll match you with someone
If,
perfectly.
And she has to accept that his mother is his BFF.
let's be honest. If
Oh,
I
that's
could
so
jump,
cringy.
if I could
Never.
jump to a gender bent universe and meet my gender bent self,
He's looking for a
We'd make
cloning
out.
machine.
So a girl version of
Ew.
Austin.
That makes me really uncomfortable.
myself as a female with like longer hair, yeah, I totally make it. I'm gonna be honest, totally. Oh yeah.
So
I-
if you grew your hair out, would you make out with yourself?
Well, no. It's gotta be female.
I would like to say Merry Christmas to the girl at Walmart that has an arm full of great tattoos.
Oh my god.
Any other one? Kathy, the food court at Target. Shout out to her
God.
too.
Merry
You've all
Christmas.
lost sight of the true meaning of Christmas.
What?
It's not to pimp yourself out for dates for people that look like yourself. Your mother's doing the same thing. Everyone she's mentioned looks like her.
These are cute girls at
Oh my
stores in
God.
our local area. I'm just giving them shout outs.
You know, it's the internet. Everything's out there. So somehow, Kathy.
Hey,
if
that's
you're
how I
listening
met
to this,
Jennifer. I
I'm
thought
so
she was a
sorry.
cute girl at Target.
I'm so sorry.
Jennifer Legging girl.
Oh my god.
And she's like, I think I know your family. I think you guys are like haunt
If
people.
only we could have prevented that from happening.
Ah,
Yeah, would have saved hundreds
no,
of dollars in
no, I
leggings.
would not have this amazing collection of leggings. Yeah.
We gotta
Anyways.
go to bed.
All right, we have to wrap it. It's like midnight. Is it midnight? Is it officially?
I don't have.
It's 12:01.
Oh my
It's Christmas
God.
Eve
There you
Eve.
go.
Oh.
I don't have anyone to shout out, but shout out to the Young and the Restless Christmas episode. It's gonna be really good.
Oh, see, I got her hooked.
Let's-
Yeah, Y&R,
Wait,
baby.
let's shout out. Let's hear it for the boys.
Oh, I love that song. Should we end it on that? Let's hear it for the boys.
Let's hear it
Oh
for
my
my
Let's
God.
hear it for a hand.
Nobody likes
Let's
that
end this.
No,
song.
that's
Let's
a
end this.
great
No, it's
song.
not. Let's end this.
What's
Listen,
the
you
Christmas
guys.
song?
Listen, you guys. It's Christmas time. There's no need to
Oh.
be afraid.
I know where he's going.
At Christmas
Christmas time.
time.
Ah.
No.
Yeah. No?
All right. There's no singing. You want to sing at the end?
time.
What do you want to sing?
I'm actually very
We
sick and
are
want
the
to go to bed.
world.
Is that the song? I don't know that
We are
song.
the children.
We are the. I learned it in
We
Spanish.
are the world is not a Christmas song.
Mundo. I've
Oh
been
my
learning it in
God.
Spanish. I've
If
been
I fall
I've been
asleep
trying really hard.
this minute, I will still sleep less than I'll work.
Oh.
Oh, what a tragedy.
I really
Welcome
think we
to
should have ended it on
adulthood.
a song.
Rudolph the red-nosed
Nose reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows
Like a light bulb.
all
Of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names.
Like Papa.
They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game.
Like Monopoly.
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. How do you shout glee?
Please.
Glee.
Rudolph
The red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Like Columbus.
Oh,
Well, not anymore.
I feel sick. Let's go to
You
bed.
feel sick?
Yeah.
We didn't mention Hindle. Gotta say shout out to Hindle.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Hindle, and Faith, and the girls.
I just wanted to. Well, we talked about Mel in the last show, so Merry Christmas to Mel. He's up in the ether of
I'm
the
like,
other world.
I don't think he can hear us.
He can hear her.
Oh, okay.
Merry Christmas, Mel.
Okay. Did we
And
miss anyone?
A
I'll
Merry
feel so bad if
Christmas
we
to
missed
your
somebody.
mother.
If we miss you.
To me?
To your mother.
Oh, she's not here to hear it either.
If we miss you, we still love you. I'm very tired.
Austin worked 2 to 11 and
And a Merry
wraps it up right now
Christmas.
with this episode.
To the late Don Berg.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
no, we are
God.
not ending it on that.
Oh, that's.
No, no, no,
Oh,
no,
hold on.
no. Ooh, Carl's texting me.
Oh, silent night.
Stop.
Holy night.
Wait, Mom's stopping
Austin's
mid-show to text Carl. Wait,
a
listen to the
virgin.
keyboard
I have to
sound.
be trimming all this down.
Yeah, all right. Thank you for tuning in. Get off the phone. Go enjoy your family. I am Jeff Tucker. I'm the voice. I am
Celebrate
joined
Christmas
by.
Eve Eve.
Lola.
Oh, Austin, the bloody-nosed reindeer.
And.
Jose and the Taco Clan.
And.
Rachel.
But
I'm
not
very
the Del
excited.
Taco Clan.
And together,
Taco Clan.
together we are the Christmas mess known as
91 Reasons.
I told you, God damn it. Oh, I didn't mention my brother.
Are you still talking?
Yeah.
It's never too late. Shout out to Jimmy.
Hey, it's Christmas time. Yeah. Hoo-hoo.
That's a pretty good shout out. Oh, wait, I'll do one. Era. He always did Era.
Yeah. Well, he only did era because it bothered you.
Oh, is that why I know
It's-
it? I'm like,
yeah,
you
listen,
always remember
that's
Era.
Howard Stern doing an impression of Ted Kennedy. So it's like 3 or 4 impressions down the road of Era, I'm bored. Era, I'm Ted Kennedy. Era.
It just
And then you would
became
get so
yelling.
mad because Jimmy would just walk around going, Era, Era.
Yeah.
Like, why is that a bad thing? You'd go, stop, Jimmy, out of there. Era. The more you tell Jimmy stop, the more he does it.
Yeah.
He's
I
listening
tell
right
him
now
I know.
going, that's right. Hoo-hoo.
And then you go, oh, that's a bad word. I can't say that one. But I thought of another thing he says.
Don't,
Oh, you can say it. Go ahead.
You know where I'm going?
Disclaimer, turn off now.
Oh,
Bad
no.
word coming.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
whoop, go.
Doesn't he do something about like run 'em, Dick, or something like that?
Oh my god.
Am I wrong?
No, you're.
What does he do?
You're truncating it.
Okay, what do I do?
He had a muscle car, and Jennifer's husband at the time had a muscle car. So he would always come in and go, Eric, let's run him.
Oh, that's it. Okay, I can see how it's close.
Yeah,
I know, Jimmy.
yeah. But it may not be a bad word because we don't know if that guy's name. His name might be Dick.
You're right.
So
Richard, Dick for sure.
See?
I always thought he was saying Nick.
Eric.
Oh,
No, it's Dick.
yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't Nick.
No.
All right. Merry
Okay.
Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Please let this
Christmas
nightmare end.
Merry.
Merry Christmas, Yoko.
Thanks for listening by Grandthar's Hammer. We'll be back with another episode. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you. So say we all. Hey, hey, hey.